Your son.
Yeah,
Your son.
my Isaac. He's
I know.
Okay,
Isaac,
my audience.
he works
I can see everybody.
Not there you go.
Excellent.
You good girl.
Mhm.
You good girl.
Excellent. My visual aid. My notes, such as they are. Okay, let's strangle this meeting. Good afternoon. My name is Jessica Smith. And yesterday, I was thinking about a friend of mine. He's an elderly gentleman who uses a motorized wheelchair, and he often hires people to mow his lawn. But he's not always happy with the results, and he really doesn't like to pay. And so he came up with his own solution. What he did was he attached his lawnmower to the back of his motorized chair and mowed his own lawn.
Okay.
In other words, he used his imagination to come up with his own solution. And this is known as divergent thinking. And today, I want to explain to you the difference between divergent and convergent thinking. Divergent thinking is, according to Anne Manning of Harvard University, divergent thinking is when you think relying on your imagination to solve problems. Convergent thinking, on the other hand, is when you rely on following conventional wisdom and following the rules and conventional norms. When we use convergent thinking, we're doing what we're expected to do, like hiring somebody to mow the lawn because you don't think you can do it yourself. But when you're using divergent thinking, we use our imagination to come up with the solutions by thinking outside the box. You use divergent thinking all the time without even realizing it. For example, let's say you accidentally broke the passenger side mirror on your car. Now, you've got two options. You can take it to the mechanic and spend a lot of money to fix it, or you could just tape a makeup mirror to it. Either way, it's a solution.
You see, yo.
That's called coming up with unconventional solutions for conventional problems. In fact, I know a man who took a beer keg and sawed it in half and turned it into a barbecue grill, and it works perfectly. Another example of divergent thinking. As I've tried to convey with these examples, we use divergent thinking all the time in every aspect of our life. In his book, Applied Imagination, Alan Osborne outlines the 5 steps to solving problems using divergent thinking. 1, define the problem. 2, analyze all aspects of the problem. 3, use brainstorming to create ideas. And 4, determine the feasibility of the possible solutions. And 5, implement the solutions. It should be noted that most of the technology that we take for granted is the result of divergent thinking. For example, Pamela Sauer in the Christian Science Monitor related the story of a Swiss engineer named George Mistral. And he went for a walk in the woods one day, and when he got home, he noticed that his clothes were covered with burrs, right? And so he's picking these burrs off his clothes, and he realized how hard they were to take off, and that gave him an idea for an invention. And he was thinking outside the box and came up with something called Velcro, which we use all the time now, because that's what he used his divergent thinking for, by thinking about something that nobody else would even consider. Because by ignoring conventional wisdom and convergent thinking, we can enhance our creativity, because divergent thinking is the foundation of creativity. In his autobiography, Salvador Dali, he wrote a biography called The Secret Life of Salvador Dali. And this famous artist revealed how he came to the point to paint one of his most famous paintings. That's this one right here. It's called Hallucinogenic Troubadour. And this painting, I've given you all a copy of this painting, and I know you wondered, what's this supposed to be? Well, anyway, this painting was inspired, according to the artist, by an idea he got from seeing a graphic design of the Venus de Milo on a box of pencils. But when he looked at that graphic design, he didn't see that famous statue. Instead, he saw a face. And the face he saw was something that nobody else could see, but he turned the Venus de Milo into the face of this troubadour. And that's how this painting was inspired. And that is a perfect example of divergent thinking. In conclusion, I just want to say that the worst advice you could take from anybody is, you can't do that. You don't know how. Leave it to the professionals. Don't listen to anybody who tells you that, because there's nothing you can't accomplish with a little divergent thinking and the confidence in yourself to pull it off. And I thank you for your time.
Thank you. That was good.
It's good,
That was good. Yeah.